Hi guys, welcome to or welcome back to Exposed, and if I'm welcoming you back and you like it here, I'd love it if you stayed and subbed. I was looking through the old videos of Lisa on my list to do, and this one jumped out at me. It's a Yolanda Foster Inspired tutorial. This was the first and last time she was ever seen in this room. And she's written underneath, "Thanks for watching. It pains me to post this, but it was the third time I did a Yolanda tutorial, so I just decided to go ahead and post it. I see many things I need to do different with my setup and camera. Please be patient and kind while I try the best that I can, Lisa." How many times has she said that? And she still doesn't know what she's doing. Anyway, shall we jump in?
Hey everyone, it's Lisa, and today is Thursday, and I actually made a video for you Sunday. Then I made a video for you on Monday, and I just hated the lights, and I edited that whole video and everything, and all of these videos are on Yolanda Foster, and an inspired Yolanda Foster makeup look and she's from Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, in case you don't know. And so that video I edited and it looked okay, but then I watched Christine, Pink So Foxy's video on lighting, and I just realized how bad and how many things wrong I was doing. But I'd also talked to a friend of ours. He's actually our waiter at Carrabba's, and he...
Your waiter at the restaurant, your friend. He's not your friend. He's your waiter.
Works there part-time, and he also has a degree in film, and we have a pretty big film studio here where I live, and so he does both of them off and on, and he is real good with lighting. And he told me, he said, if you can get natural light, that's just the best. He said the only reason we use lights is when natural light isn't available. And so it just made me think, and we ended up moving my desk here in front of these two double windows, and it's in the back of the house, which the sun is not here right now. It doesn't come to the back of the house until late afternoon, and but I still think that it's working well. I think it's better than any lights I've had, and I still do have my umbrella lights. I have them down. If I ever need to use them, I can, but I really, let me know what you think. I think that this is just really the best. You know, it might still create some shadows, but still the color and the clarity with the natural light just seems to be great. So yesterday was my first day, you know, with my little new setup, and I sat here and did a full Yolanda tutorial.
How many new setups has she had? She started off in the kitchen, then she commandeered the dining room table, and that's where she was for ages. Then she decided... Was she here before she was upstairs? Yeah, she was here, and she didn't like this. So then she decided she wanted the room upstairs, and she got the room upstairs, but then she came back downstairs, and the same story at the new place. She had the whole entire upstairs, and she's always sitting on the floor in her bedroom. Anywho.
Complete with hair tutorial and everything. And it didn't record. Only half of it recorded. So I'm just hoping that all of this works out. Last night I just thought to myself, I'm just getting my laptop back out and I'm just going to use it.
I may still do that some days. This takes way longer to do, edit, etc. Yeah, this was the first and last time we saw her in this room.
For a while, but I hate to let this beat me. So I hope this works out, and I'll be right back. It's hard for me to even get excited about this because this is the third time that I've done it, but I'm going to try.
Why can't you fucking pin your hair back properly?
So, as usual, the first thing I'm going to do is put on my Giorgio Armani right in the darkest places, right there.
She used to use that all the time, and then poof, that went. You never heard about it.
And I'm really having to get used to these fingernails, so bear with me.
We've been bearing with you for 15 years, Lisa.
Realize how different it would be. I'd forgotten all the things that are different with nails. Okay, and today I'm going to use the neutral Rachel K.
You forgot how things would be different with nails.
because I want to have, I don't mind if I'm
Keep forgetting to do thingamybobs.
a little bit darker. Okay, and I use this like a primer, so I'm gonna...
I have to. I'm sorry. I just have to. Why, Lisa? It doesn't help.
really just kind of work it in those pore areas right here and the areas that my makeup seems to break up easiest, like right in these lines. Like that.
And why does she only ever use one hand? Don't most people like do... I don't know why. And that television isn't annoying at all.
And you'll notice I don't use a concealer because between this and the Laura Mercier, I really don't need it. Unless you just wanted perfection, then you could probably conceal a few spots. But this seems to be enough for most every day for me. This, you know, still lets...
See, you wouldn't have to hold your hair back if you'd put it back properly at the start.
The combination of these two still let your skin come through. Like that. My next step is going to be my Laura Mercier. And something I did the other day that I liked was I took my classic beige Laura Mercier and which is this color, it's, you know, like tan skin. And I mixed in a little bit of the Jane Iredale Amber, which is more of a golden. Could not find my other Sephora 55 I've been using in here, but I'm just going to use my older one, but just it's from Sephora, the 55 airbrush, and then knock it off a little.
I couldn't find the other one, so I'm going to use this one. What difference does it make if it's the same brush?
Little bit. And then I always start right here where I don't mind if it's darkest and I happen to need more coverage. So
Put your hair behind your ear hole.
And go up under your eye like that. And around your mouth. And then I just keep on buffing it in. Make sure you go side, and then I swing it up in my hairline, and I just let the brush kind of go up into my hairline like that. When you're wearing your hair back, you have to pay more attention to that, but okay.
What are you doing? Facial gymnastics with Lisa Duncan.
Make sure that you know, that's why I make all those funny faces, is to get in every little crevice that you can. That's what keeps it from looking too powdery and accenting your lines.
No, it doesn't. You can buff it in with your face straight and it won't go in. You're making more creases doing the gymnastics.
Between your lines, your brows. And then I'm going to go just a little bit over my eyelids.
She does it without thinking, didn't she?
I've noticed that I really don't need a base as far as getting my shadows to last. I don't know, sometimes I think a base makes the colors prettier. But if I'm not really using a lot of colors, like today I'm not, I can just use the Laura Mercier.
What are you doing? Can you not see how silly you look? And it makes no difference to your makeup application. You're just making yourself look daft on film.
And then just carry, usually on the end of whatever I'm putting on, I'll just carry it down my neck and then I'll start again. That way I don't get too much. Okay, so you can see that just, gosh, that provides just the best finish. I think think in my next video I am going to show you how to put liquid foundation over the Rachel K CC cream, because it's easy, you know. And so the next thing I would do is bronzer, and the bronzer I have been loving for years, but I've kind of rediscovered it because I've got a good brush from Sedona Lace that does real well with it, but it is the Soleil
Works real well with it.
Tan de Chanel Bronzer Universal, and plus it's a little bit darker than a lot of bronzers, which I like dark bronzers. And let's see, where's the brush I've been using? Here it is. It's this Sigma. I believe it's one of the, it's not
You said Sedona Lace.
Sigma, it's the Sedona Lace, sorry. It is the 602, and it's one of these that came in a set, and I just swirl it around in this and go right in where I want that tan. This really gives you a pretty, make sure I don't get it in your hair like me.
You wouldn't get it in your hair if you scraped your hair back to do your makeup.
Sun-kissed look. And then I just go down my jawline and then down. It just looks really pretty. And I feel like this brush really applies it well without moving what I've already got on. Like that. Make sure they're even. And then a little on my jawline. I think that's one of the things I like about Yolanda's look, is it's really pretty skin. And
You haven't done anything different to what you were doing on your face back then anyway. Which bit of this is Yolanda Foster?
just a little bit of eye makeup and lashes. And I love, of course, her nude lips. So, we got Bubba scratching on my chair right now. They're loving me being in here. Okay, so after that, I am going to do my blush. Now, the other day, the one I loved was an old blush, and I think it's discontinued. It's Chanel Nude. And so I pulled out all of my nude-ish blushes. I have seen Yolanda wear some pink, but I think majority of the time it's not just bright right out there at you. So I think this one is a good one that provides a nude glow, but with just a little bit of color. And it is the Exposed Buff. And it's just a really pretty nude with a little bit of a, you know, just a flush tone. And here's that brush I was looking for. This is the new
Her hair is getting on my wick. I just want to go in there, scooch it back and put it in a bloody bobble off her face so she isn't doing all this malarkey. Just get it off your face, woman.
Sephora 55. I thought, I was in my head blaming Chanel for taking off with it. Okay, and then the brush I've been loving for my blush has been this one. And I've told you guys about this before. It's the Sedona 850. And I'm going to just put it, I don't know, I love the way it's...
What was that about? Maddie May, my mum's kitty. What? What about your mum's cat?
kind of fat like that, and it's beveled. So I'm going to put it like that. And then I'm not going to come in as far, like right in here. I'm going to just go right to the outer cheek and then work it
I'm not going to come in as far right there, and you just did.
out. I just think that kind of accents the cheekbones. It's still lifting because you're still going to put it up high. You're not going to put it down here. Like that. See how it just lifts that side?
No, can't see it. You're still pulling a stupid face when you don't need to.
Like that. It's so pretty. Such a good combo. Okay. And then I think
You can see a big white patch there where you've missed it on your hairline.
To set all of that, I'm going to use the Hourglass Radiant powder. I'm going to use this big powder brush, which is a 376 Sedona. And just go all over. God, this brush is so soft. And then just go down, and then it just, oh, it's so pretty. I love it. Love that Radiant powder. Okay, so I've just watched a million, you know I love the Housewives anyway, and I think Beverly Hills is probably my favorite. And I've just looked at so many pictures of Yolanda's makeup, and it's all basically the same. I've seen some gray looks, some brown looks, and even some more black. But it's usually always, her eyes and eyebrows are shaped a lot like mine. She leaves the brow bone pretty much bare, and she does a crease color and then a little something on the lid.
How do you even see that from watching television? I'm lucky I see the television, never mind people's bloody eye makeup.
So what I'm going to do is start off with, I think I'm going to use Cork, because it seems like it's a good warm tone that she uses. And she's got blue eyes, so that makes sense. I'm going to take my Sonia Kashuk. This is one of my all-time favorite brushes, and I didn't have one over here, and I missed it. So I think I gave Brooke my other one. I'm going to get some more. But, so take that Cork, and then just go right into the crease, and I'm going to carry it over like that, because I have that little, as the UK girls would say, bit of skin that kind of goes over that I need to.
What would the American girls say instead of bit of skin? What am I missing? And yet again, there she is, messing about with an eyeshadow brush and no fucking eyeshadow.
Not disguise, but, you know, work with. And then I'm going to do the other one. Just go from the outside, you know, don't go too high up. Stay kind of in that crease a little bit more than I usually do. Because this look really isn't about shadow. It's more about your features.
No, it isn't, is it?
You know, so bring it out just a little bit, especially me on the sides, as my eyes are deeper set. Okay, perfect. And then I noticed on her lids, and when I read what makeup she uses, the only liner that she listed, I'm sure she uses many, is MAC Gray Utility PowerPoint. And I had it. This is one of my favorite, it's one of the liners I had, and it's my favorite type of pencil. Sorry, I've got a million things going on here. It's my favorite type of pencil from MAC. Favorite type of liner. It's the PowerPoint. I've got it engraved in Stubborn Brown. In my older videos, you'll see I use Stubborn Brown all the time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this gray PowerPoint, and I'm going to give myself a really thick line.
That I can see.
Across, like that. At the lashes. Because she doesn't have wing liner. So do it thick like that, and then I'm going to take it on the waterline underneath. But she doesn't wear any, I can't see any traces of shadow. Every once in a while I think I can on the very outside of her lower lash, but no mascara. It doesn't look like any shadow or liner on the bottom lashes. But I think she does use something like this on the waterline, because as you can see, that just brings your eyes out. And this is really a good color for those of you like me, when you feel like black is just too harsh, but yet you want to do something and you see everybody else doing something and you want to try something. This would be good. And it's the MAC.
That's the story of your life, isn't it? You see somebody else doing it and you want to do it.
Gray Utility. And it doesn't seem to, you know, fall down or run down. Okay, looking at my eyes, I'm going to just touch up. And it's very important to look at yourself in the mirror, you know, head on. because then you can see how you're going to look to other people. You know, when you're looking in the mirror, you're always like looking back and like that. That looks good. Okay, and then...
Doesn't look any fucking different. Have you met the Emperor?
I've noticed that a little bit of like a gray, shimmery type tone on her lids with the brown, which I love that. You know, I've always loved mixing a cool and a warm color. So I'm going to go in my Naked 2 palette, and there's a color...
Is that just a filler line I've been noticing? And I've always loved. Is that just a filler line, like, rather than saying and, I'll say I always loved?
In here called Verve. There's one Verve and Pistol, and I like to just mix a little dab of each one. And there are these two colors right here. And just go over that.
Oh, you've really used tons of them, haven't you?
Liner, just a little bit. And that gives you just a little bit of shimmer on the lid, but not too much. And put it right over that liner. Like that. Okay. I'm sure there's plenty of other colors, but I just like that one. Okay, and then her lashes. It looks like she's either got just the greatest, thickest, prettiest black lashes or extensions, or she's using a set of lashes that are not really long and fluttery. They're more straight. And so I am going to use my Red Cherry 43s, and they give that look. So I'm going to go get them real quick. Here are the Red Cherry lashes, and you can see they're still long, but they, and I've cut one section, one of the longer sections off of them to keep them from being too wide for my eyes. But you can see that the band is really thin, a lot thinner than my self-adhesives, and it goes right into the lashes, and the lashes stay pretty straight. So I am going to use my Duo Dark Glue, and what I do is put a very thin but generous line on these, because these do not stay in place as well as the Ardell's. Those are the easiest ones ever. They've got me spoiled. But these, and these might stay better today because I wore them yesterday, because I put them on for you. I cut them and everything in the video yesterday. But so put a good amount so that they'll stay on, is what I'm trying to say. And I usually do one, set it down, and do the other. That way the other one will end up being tacky and sticky by the time I get to it. So take them with your tweezers, and these are bent just a little bit. So these I want to put as close to my eyes. I kind of lay them on the lashes and then push them up into the skin like that. And you'll feel it kind of hit.
You're alive.
Like that. So you can see how that provides the lash, but it's not as fluttery and everything as the other ones.
Long
I still
though.
prefer the other ones, but for this look, I'm going to do these. Okay, and just put them right down into the lashes, and then kind of push them back.
Here's a question. How many of you use false eyelashes? I've said a few times, I've got a packet. I think there's 5 or 10 pairs in the box, and I got them from eBay or somewhere for twopence halfpenny to practice with, and then I just never bothered practicing with them. But it's just like, when I get myself sorted out, yeah, it's the same old. I'm going to try that. But how many normal people on the daily actually bother with false eyelashes? Because influencers would have you think that everybody wears them all the time, and I don't think they're as popular as they make them out to be. Prove me wrong.
So the secret is, when you want them to just be somewhat natural, to keep them right down at your lashes. And you may even need...
Right down at your lashes. That doesn't help at all. Don't you mean right down at your eyelid?
I need to bring some toothpicks in here, but I've got cotton swabs. So you may need to just press it down to make sure they're going to stick. And don't be afraid of this glue. It's never hurt me. It comes right off. Believe me, I check out my lashes. None are coming out. I even look at the lashes when I take it off. It's just, I love them. You could not ever talk me out of wearing lashes now.
No,
okay, so while that's drying, let's do brows. And Brooke and I went to Ulta last night, and I bought this. We were looking at brow pencils, and I saw this, and my grandmother, I think every woman in the world can relate to seeing these in our mom's or grandmother's drawer. Let me zoom out just a little bit.
What is it?
Okay. And so I saw these, and Yolanda's lashes and brows are kind of like mine. They're darker, but they're not real dark. So I didn't really want to darken mine. And I saw these pencils, and I just grabbed them. They were the
blonde. Now, me looking at her there, she doesn't need to do anything with her brows. They look perfect to me. Me, I've got about 3 brow hairs. Then I've got a load where they shouldn't be, because I can't see to pluck them at the moment because I haven't got a strong magnified mirror. It's over there. But it's like, I don't think she needs to do anything.
Blonde. Yeah, blonde pencils, and they're real taupey. Matter of fact, I thought it says that could be used for lids and, I think, lids and brows. And I was thinking it probably could be used for your lips too. If you wanted to do just a taupey, shadowy line, kind of like stone or something, you could probably do that. But what I'm going to do is, you know, accent and fill in my brows starting from the beginning. And this is the first time I've used this, so we'll see how it goes. Seems pretty. Okay, I'm always confused at what side is showing. Okay, and I've noticed Yolanda does not, her brows are shaped like mine, but she does not carry hers out much further than they are naturally. So I'm not either. I'm just going to fill in that little bit on the end. This is really a pretty brow pencil. I really like that. Okay.
Has she said what it is, or are we supposed to guess?
There. And I'm going to just make sure this right here is filled in well, because we're going to go over it with
what?
Yeah, we're going to go over it with our brush. That is really pretty. I'm glad I got those. There are just some things that you just don't need to spend a lot of money on. And I think,
I wish this shoe had talked to now, you.
Brow pencil, that Maybelline Defina line, and that one, they're both good. I think there are plenty good mascaras out there, lashes. There's probably everything. If I had to, really, I could not deal without my Rachel K, because I've tried it all and nothing holds my makeup on like that. And the Laura Mercier, I've never found anything like that. But I did get 2 new drugstore liquid foundations just to try, and I'm going to try those with you in the next coming videos over the Rachel K, and we'll see how they go. But so I'm going to brush.
See how she's changed. She was somewhat relatable here. When was this? 2013. She's a totally different woman now.
My brows out and just over. Nothing, just mainly getting any of those harsh lines, which that pencil was so soft. It didn't really create too many. Okay, and then I did buy, yesterday in the video, I tried to just use this and it was kind of a bust. So I'm going to just use it to go over this. But it is the Anastasia, instead of the blonde, I got the caramel brow gel. So we'll see how that goes. Oh, it looks pretty. Still a real pretty color. It's not too green, but it's not as gold and light as the blonde. It's real pretty. Let's see, real pretty color. I love Anastasia, hands down, has that. That's something you should spend money on too, is the Anastasia brow gel. It's the best.
Why does anybody need brow gel? Where are your brows going? I don't understand. They're not doing this. You don't need to tie them down. Why? I don't get the brow gel thing. I got that Benefit, is it Gimme Brow? Because I haven't got any. And I just put a bit of that in. That's it, done, finished. Who needs gel? I don't get it.
Okay, now what I'm going to do is, let's go ahead and do lips while I'm going to give those lashes a little bit more time to dry. And I'm really excited about this lip liner. This is the NARS Fantasia, and this is also one of the things that she listed as one of her favorite beauty products. And I got it, and when I first got it, I thought, you know, it's just a peach lip liner. I figured it kind of looked similar to the MAC Naked, or just, it didn't look, you know, I didn't think it was going to be that great. But this is the best lip liner. One, it stays on all day. Like, I put it on, and I put it on my bare lips, though, so it really adheres. And I can just take the lipstick with me, and it just stays all day. Even though it's light, it does such a good job at separating my lips from my face. It doesn't give me that nude lip where they just disappear. What do they call that? The Hello Kitty lip. And it, for some reason, if you will look in my pictures, it makes the edges of your lips, I don't know if they're highlighted or what it is, but it makes them poutier. And it's just a really good lip liner. I really have enjoyed it. I think I've worn this almost every day since I got it. Maybe the Milani Nude and So Natural, those two, but I love this. So I'll zoom in a little bit.
Do you have to zoom in? We've seen you line your lips 10 million times and it's gross.
There you go. And so I still just go right on my natural lip line, and I still turn it on its side, so I get kind of a shading effect. Like that. If you're a nude lip lover like me, you need this, because it really, like yesterday I wore Estee Lauder Vanilla Truffle, and I haven't worn that in so long because it just seems to wash me out a lot. But with this, gorgeous. So this may, because Yolanda wears Myth. That was one of the colors that she listed, and then she also listed this one that I'm going to put on today. So, you know, if she can make Myth work, she has to put something with it, and this is really good. Okay, and then I'm going to go.
I'm going to go.
And then kind of just shade up. Like that. On the bottom. Okay. And so I'm going to go ahead and put on the NARS Belle de Jour, which is a really classic nude lip. And my lips, you can see, have a lot of creases and crevices. And so I really need to, sorry, I'm still checking to make sure this thing's recording. I really need to, you'll notice me really spreading out like that to put this on, just to make sure I work it all in there, because you don't want it, that's going to accent those even more. Just like pores, wrinkles, anything else, you need to get it down in there. Work your makeup in your face, and then it just becomes kind of like a part of your skin. And that's the secret to not looking like you have on a bunch of makeup. So.
Is it?
Like that.
I'm sorry.
And this is it's not matte. I would say it's a semi-matte or a satin finish.
can still see the wrinkles in your lips, Lisa, no matter the contortions.
There we go. So that's a very good, let me back up. Very good Yolanda lip. But Yolanda would love this color. This is the Tom Ford Nude Vanilla. Yeah, Nude Vanilla. And this looks really good put in the center.
Why are you double guessing yourself? It's written on it. Just read it.
So I've been doing that. That makes your lips even, I don't know, it gives them that even powderier look, and I love it. Okay, so what we're going to do now, I did this yesterday. I haven't done it before, but it looked really good. I'm going to take the Lancome art liner in black, and I'm going to go right, I love this because it has such a tiny, tiny little head to it, and it's like a really long felt tip, so it's really easy to get right down at your lashes, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to barely touch right here where the lashes meet, and just not only cover up that band, but see how it provides even more depth right there at your lashes. And speaking of that, if you wanted to tight line up underneath, you could. Maybe I will.
With the liquid eyeliner.
Okay, and I am going to just go right in here and do this little, as Lisa L did right there. There, so you can see how much. So if I wanted to tight line, I don't have a dark pencil out here except for the MAC, the gray print, so just, you could go right up under there and just work it in your lashes. All of this is just giving you that, you know how she's got that, those blue eyes and just that real depth at her lashes. And that's what I love. Okay.
I don't know if anybody else has spent the amount of time you have studying Yolanda Foster.
Now we're going to go in with some mascara, and I have the Hypnos Star. I bought it a while ago, probably a couple weeks ago. They were doing gift. I bought this and the art liner, and I didn't even show it to you because
a couple of weeks ago they were doing gift. What does that mean?
Didn't know if I would use it. I didn't know if I would end up giving it to someone. I wanted to try it, and I haven't tried it on my bare lashes yet, and I do want to, but Lana Seattle told me that she liked it, and so I had to spend X amount to get the gift, and so here it is. The only thing I can say I don't like about it so far is it's very perfumey. Like, as soon as I pulled it out, I smelled it. And I am hypersensitive to that now. Okay, as I was saying.
Oh, you're hypersensitive to smells, are you? That's why you've got a house full of perfume now and candles and shit.
I'm hypersensitive to that now because I'm sick. But, so anyway, take this, and you can also lift your eye if you want to, but just work this up into your lashes.
Why didn't you put mascara on your lashes before you put your thing on?
And then I am going to put just a little bit on these lashes, but not all the way to the tips. I don't really want the tips of them to show. I just want that intensity at the lash line. I might edit that part out, but I just stabbed myself right in the eye with that mascara. I'm not used to using that. I'm used to using that curved wand from the Urban Decay. But I wanted to use my new mascara.
Can you see how fucking childish she is? I wanted to use my new mascara. Couldn't wait. Could you? Just couldn't wait until the one you're using is finished with and start that one. Nope.
Okay, I'm going to try this again. Okay, now I feel like I have to touch this a little bit so that it matches the other one. Okay, that's so pretty. Such a pretty eye look. So it's different for me. It's
Such a pretty eye look. There's no look.
It's just less, I guess because it's up here so much less that I like it. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is concealer. And I don't want to go too bright under here, so I grabbed Hourglass, which is awesome. And it's
I tell you one thing, I haven't missed this fucking editing that she used to do, talking over herself, and you don't know what she's fucking saying. It's so annoying.
The sand, which is not too light, and I just get a little bit on my finger like that. I'm just going to go right up under here. Like that.
Chicken. What is she watching?
Okay, and see that provides a little bit of brightness under your eye, but not just crazy. Okay, and then I think the last step is my setting powder, which Derma Blend. And so many people ask me if it's Vichy Derma Blend, and I'm assuming it is. It does not say that on here anywhere.
Put the lid on and tip it over, you loon.
Says New York, New York, made in USA. So, but I bought it at Ulta. So I get some on this brush, which I love this brush. It's the Real Techniques setting brush. And just go right in these places that...
You already set your face with the Hourglass. I thought this was going to be for the concealer. Why are you...
You see your pores and your makeup breaks up and you shine. But I don't want to take the glow away from the rest of my face. That's why I don't use a big powder brush. So go there. And in these little bubbly creases, and you can see even if you get too much, you can just blend it out because it's translucent like that.
And you're...
Okay, I think that is it. And this is the look. I hope you like it, and I hope you can see the resemblance. Like I said yesterday, I did the hair and everything, and all I did is I took the Bumble and Bumble hair powder, teased up the back of my hair, which my hair is so clean now. I'm going to tell you about a new shampoo and conditioner I got that is pretty awesome. Brooke and I have been using it ever since I got it. And so I teased it up, but actually yesterday I teased it too much back here. I think it would be more, for her particular look, tease it in the front, and then when your hair goes back like that, you know, you want that kind of boof at the front, and you want to keep it separate with your fingers. Don't brush it, just do it with your fingers. And then for the sides, bring those straight back like that, and then just use a I use bobby pins. And
why didn't you do that at the start? You'd have been able to put your makeup on a lot fucking easier.
Just kind of crisscross them in the
back.
And of course, it would look better if I was really doing it, but I don't want to be forced into wearing it like this tomorrow. I usually like doing this. I've been doing it like on the third day, and that's even better because your hair has more oomph. So today I'm just going to wear it down, and so I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope that it recorded, and I hope you like my new location. I'm sorry the background just doesn't look that pretty right now, but I'm going to work on that. I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Oh, look! Before she got all fat. Sorry, Chanel, but you're a tub of lard. That is Chanel, isn't it? Cutie. Right, well, if you got to the end with me, thank you very much, and I will catch you in the next one.